Okay, so luckily I was able to fix it. If you wanna, actually, if you do have powdered graphite, I would go ahead and do that first. But you could do it either way. I want to show how to draw it really. So long story short though, I got it fixed. I'm using a charcoal. Charcoal pencil's great, and I just kind of outlined it. And a word of caution, powdered graphite is messy, man. Holy cow, I'm going to have to clean up. So let's get finished with the drawing. I'm going to show you the essential parts I'm going to do and really make it pop out. All these lines come around, and where you did the outline, this is basically the same exact drawing. I just outlined it with charcoal. Come around and make these sketchy lines with your charcoal, or you can use a dark pencil, whatever you feel fit, and just make these lines all around the figure. Oh, I hate that noise. So make all those lines around the figure, and make them end the further away they get from the figure, but a lot of crisscrossing, just to add an atmospheric effect. But, so the thing when it comes to drawing Slender Man, in reality, you're kind of drawing more of his presence than a real form, like a body, like a superhero body would be. You're drawing more of a creepy presence. So just keep overlapping these lines. Do some more down here. I'm going to show you something really cool we can do. You can buy all this stuff, and for the feet, like I said, just make it kind of curve up, make it get dark, make it messy. That's the biggest tip I can tell you is, like, come back with, oh, now it's looking cooler, man. Come back and make it real messy, and even take your finger, my finger's already messed so it doesn't matter, and come back, really make this creepy as hell, man. I'm Slender Man, I'm gonna kill you. That's Slender Man talking. So add that, make it real creepy. And come back in, and right where you make the marks, just take your finger or take a paper towel and just go over it. I'm going to definitely need some Gojo after this. Gojo some cleaning solution, it's great. Then come back in and just leave the area around him. I'm going to show you one more trick when we're done. And add a couple more marks outward, going outward, just so it doesn't look like it's stopped. And you can see kind of the tentacles in the background. Add a few more here. The marks are important because they give this really creepy effect, and they almost make the tentacles around it pop out more, and they give it this atmosphere around the Slender Man. I'm telling you, man, this is creeping me the hell out. I'm gonna make sure my door's locked after this. So that's that. And then one more really cool thing I'm gonna show you. So you can make, I would take my time, to be honest, to make as many little marks as you can, and make sure they don't go over the tentacles in the background. And make them angle. Take as much time as you want. I'm making it a little faster just so I have enough time to show you. But really, add as many as you want, add as little. It's all about, really, you just want enough marks so it's forming this image. So the Slender Man on the inside pops out more than anything. That's why you're doing it, just to form that. So do it until you feel content. But once again, remember, this is a real messy drawing, and luckily I managed to recover the dog diarrhea effect I gave it before by going back over it. So just a lot more. Keep going over it with the pencil, rub your finger, use anything you can. But I'm going to do one more thing before the time runs out with it, but then that's the basic thing for me. You can see the body, you can still see the body. Even come back if you want. Make it darker around the body. I like it the way it is right now. Here's Conte. I think it's pronounced Conte or Conti or something. You can get white, you can get black. This is great. This is going to make it look creepy. With the white, you barely want to use it. But what it does is it just makes a great mark when you're using charcoal. I'm just going to add a couple of smudges around the face. And you can see, oh my gosh, look at the effect it's making. Oh man, it's making it beautiful.
I'm Slender Man, I'm gonna get you.
I'm loving this, man. Oh,
That's looking creepy.
so you just make the marks. It's working perfect right now. I love this, man. Oh my gosh. You don't want to overdo it because you don't want to ruin the marks you made. But here, and then especially the white of the collar. Use this Conte. Oh man, Slender Man, you are looking creepy as hell.
I'm Slender Man, I'm gonna kill you.
Then you just add a couple more. Make it real light mark to make kind of an outline. Light on there. Add the white on the back of the collar. Like that. Add more whites. And then if you want, just go ahead and add a couple more. I'm going to just do a couple of white lines. Just where the marks are. Not too many. I don't want it to look like it'll lose its creep effect. And then for the hands, you definitely want to make the hands, once again, exaggerate the pointed fingers. Make sure they're exaggerated. Real long, real pointed. Oh my gosh, man. I haven't drawn with charcoal and stuff. I forgot how fun it is just to use. It's a mess, but I love it because for doing drawings that are creepy or drawings like this, it's perfect. You can't beat this, man. So just make the hands, the lines of the hands. So you got your fingers kind of coming down. I'm going to make this one longer. I love the fingerprint effect. So once again, just add a couple of more white marks where you want it. That's the basic form with that. And last but not least, I'm going to use the little lines just to really make the tentacle thingies in the background. I don't know, I keep calling them tentacles. I guess that's what it is, but I mean, they don't look like, they look more like creepy killing things. I don't know what to call. But just make that little lines, follow those lines in the background and make them pop out. And don't worry about being in the lines or out of the lines. Just make it enough. This is what's fun. When you do art like this, it's enjoyable because you're worried more about the image, the overall. You're worried more about how it looks than following rules like staying in lines or, you know, simple. You're doing it to make it have an effect, and that's why I love doing art and drawing, is when you just kind of free flow. And as you can see, it's really popping out now. Conte's amazing. Definitely check this stuff out. You can do some incredible stuff with it. But pretty much though, I don't want to overdo it like I said, but that's about it. And if you want, just go back in the dark areas again, just around here, add those marks some more. I'm going to add a couple more down here. I'm just adding a few more down here. I'd say pretty much it's a finished sketch. I'd say that's about it. I don't want to overdo it, or you can make it darker, but like I said, I don't have enough time to really keep going. But that's how you draw Slender Man. That's my interpretation of how you draw him. So thank you for checking out. It's pretty creepy. It came out really damn creepy. Thank you guys, and if you liked it, please subscribe. Please let me know if you have any other drawings you want to see done, and really just thanks everyone.